So now that you know what your basics are, I'm going to teach you how to train and how to combo so you can really start tricking. Let's get started. Hey guys, my name is Zach Ferguson, and this channel is all about helping you guys reach your tricking goals. I may not be the best tricker, but hopefully my experience can help you guys become the best. Merry Christmas, and welcome to video number 5 of Beginner Week. This is the last video, so I wanted to complete the set with how to actually train on your own and how to assess what to do next and how to do your combos. Because you can throw single tricks, but when people refer to tricking, they're really talking about putting together all those tricks into combos. It's Christmas and hopefully you have already spent time with your family or you are spending time with your family, so I will be brief. If you have a goal trick, how do you train with intention to get that exact trick? I talked about this process a little bit in my fear video, but the first step is analyzing the progressions to get to that goal trick. So say your goal is cork. Okay, cool. The base of a cork is a gainer, so you're gonna need to learn a gainer. But how do you learn a gainer? I recommend that you do it from a swing hook, but there are many other ways that you can learn a gainer. So look around the internet for tutorials and figure out what's gonna work the best for you. Once you understand the steps you need to take, analyze the equipment you have. Do you have a gym? Do you have a trampoline? Do you only have grass? How's the weather? You know, all these things actually matter. If you have a trampoline, you can go out and kind of practice things without much consequence because you can swing up, and if you fall on your back, you just bounce back to your feet. So that's an advantage that you have. So assess that advantage and use it to your advantage. If you only have grass, it's not the biggest deal. Even if you have a trampoline, you're gonna have to bring it down to spring floor or grass eventually, unless you wanna just stay on trampoline the whole time and not actually be a tricker. Which is fine, but again, if you're not on flat ground and you only can do stuff on trampoline, then you're not a tricker. Make sure you're hydrated. I know this sounds silly, but I used to have a track coach that would always preach to us, pre-hydrate, not rehydrate. Because if you are hydrated, then you can think more clearly and you're gonna be more flexible and supple than someone who is dehydrated, because then your body is closer to survival mode and it can't think about doing all these strenuous activities. So drink a lot of water. I'm gonna take my own advice. Make sure you warm up properly. Take 20 minutes to do a warm-up. I'll make a warm-up video eventually, but there are literally thousands of warm-up videos online. Or you could just do your easy basic tricks if you already have some tricks. I'm talking like level 0 tricks to warm up for your bigger stuff. Just figure out a proper way to warm up that works best for you. You can jog around the block for all I care. Just make sure you get your heart rate up first and you don't just do a bunch of static stretching. Static stretching is great, but you want to do more dynamic stretching before your workouts or before your tricks. Get your heart rate up, stretch your joints and your wrists, dynamic stretch a little bit, and then get to your tricks. Then apply everything I've talked about before in all of the rest of the videos in this series. Look at the progression, assess whether you can just do it right now or whether you're gonna have to work your way up to just the little progression. Do you have a hook kick? Okay, then you probably can't do a swing hook kick. Let's work on your hook kick. Okay, you finally got your hook kick, it feels pretty solid, you've recorded yourself and you think that it looks good. Awesome, let's try a swing into that hook kick. Oh, you fell on your face. Let's record it and make sure you understand why you fell on your face. Everyone now has a recording device in their pocket. Use it to your advantage. Record yourself and then assess what you're doing and compare it to the tutorial that you're watching. If you fell on your face, you can see right where you messed up. Oh, okay, I swung my leg straight up instead of sideways. So when I went up, I tried to turn for my hook kick, but all that did was make me go horizontal and I just slammed right down on my stomach. Man, that hurt. I don't want to do that again. Let's change the technique. But a lot of times people will just do the same thing because they're just stuck in a muscle memory. So you're going to have to overcome that muscle memory sometimes, and you're going to have to really change what you're doing. So it's helpful to think of it differently. For example, I showed you a swing kick in the kicking progressions in the last video, But when I think swing hook, I don't think swing kick. I just think round kick, but with a swinging motion. So I'm going more sideways, but my hips turn more sideways because I think round kick. But I don't chamber like a regular round kick, I just keep it straight like a swing kick. So it's kind of them combined, but it's like what you think about that matters, because you're the one in control of your body. I can't possess you digitally yet and teach you how to do these tricks by controlling you. Sometimes it could take hundreds or thousands of reps to get good at something, so you need to keep this in mind when you're training. It is paramount to be patient. Make sure that you give yourself a break and you don't expect yourself to be Guthrie or Shosei next week, because it's not gonna happen. I would personally recommend using the greasing the groove method of training. Get out there every day and do something. Just do a little something. Work towards your goal. So maybe pick a specific goal once you get your basics down, or if you're still working on your basics, like let's work on butterfly kick, okay? All right, so I am working on my butterfly kick. Okay, it feels really good today. All right, solid. I did a 20-minute session. Great, that's all I need to do. I'm gonna go do other things. I got homework to do. I'm gonna eat dinner, blah, 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 whatever. The next day, find some time to do it. Okay, I can't actually get outside. It's raining. I could just train in the rain. It's not too dangerous of a trick. Maybe I'll just practice in my living room. Okay, let's practice the stance. I could just practice going through the stance, lifting my leg up in the back and getting used to that motion over and over again. Do that for 20 minutes while you're watching some anime and you worked on your tricks that day. The third day, maybe the weather's good, but it's really muddy from the day prior. Maybe practice it on concrete and just go through the motions again and float a little bit with shoes on or something. Or you could do conditioning that would help you towards that butterfly kick. So you could do like lunges, you could do leg lifts in the back, you could do Superman holds on the floor. You could train towards your butterfly kick even though you're not even doing your butterfly kick. And then the fourth day, okay, dope. Now the weather's good and the grass is nice, I'm gonna try my butterfly kick. Dude, all those progressions I did going up to my butterfly kick helped me actually get my butterfly kick even better. And then you can keep training this way for literally months, and then you can have a head high butterfly kick. And then when you go for B-twist, it's gonna be cake because your set is so good and your form is so good on your butterfly kick. So that's just an example of how you can train yourself with a single progression. Say you're approaching intermediate, you have all of your basics down. What you can do is you can go out for the session that day, not have a specific plan, and warm up a little bit, but you can use your basics as a warm-up. You can pick something that feels good that day and then just train that day. Oh, okay, man, gainers feel really strong. Maybe I'll try gainer switches today and see if I can do that. Or, oh man, my slant gainer is like, it's almost twisting me. Like, should I go for cork today? Maybe you could. Assess the danger again and assess the progressions. And if you're close to it, you might as well try it. The key is safety. Make sure you know how to roll, make sure you're spotting, and maybe you can get your cork that day. The human body is a complicated biological machine, and some days you're gonna feel amazing, and some days you're just gonna feel like trash. Don't push yourself and don't hurt yourself. That's the thing that's the most important. Don't push yourself if you feel sick or dizzy or you don't feel good. Just give yourself a break and chill that day. Safety is what's important the most, because if you feel like garbage and you throw a trick and you land on like your knee on spring floor and it twists sideways, now you're not training anything for months and months and months. You just have to think critically and be responsible for yourself when you're training. So that's how you train single tricks, but what about comboing? So my recommendation for comboing is comboing from the absolute beginning. You can practice just your basic kicks and combo all of those. So you could do like front snap kick, side kick, inside crescent kick, outside crescent kick, round, spin hook kick. You just did a kicking combo. That's like half of what Andy Lee does, and he looks amazing. So as long as you train it often, you'll get better and better at it. Your kicks won't look as bad as mine, and they'll look more like Andy's. If you want to look good at kicks, then kick a lot. It's really that simple. Comboing also just makes tricking really fun. So it's fun to kind of polish a trick and make it cleaner and cleaner, but it's not that fun when you do that over and over again for every trick, and then you get to a session and all you're doing is throwing one trick every time. It's like, oh well, did his gainer flash again, cool. But even if you're a little bit sloppy, but you're doing 5 move combos, then that's gonna be a lot cooler, in my opinion, than just doing one trick all the time. So like I was saying in my last video, try to make 5 combos with 5 tricks. I'm gonna go over a few that you could possibly do just with your basics right now. So I really like starting with scoot because it's really low impact and it just feels flowy and fun. So try something like scoot, machine, front sweep, back sweep, butterfly kick. That's a pretty cool combo. It's flowy and it has some level changes and it ends with an airborne trick. So it's pretty cool. You want to think of your combo structure. So you want it to start with something that's relatively easy for you, maybe variate some of the things in the middle so that there's either level changes or there is something new in the middle that's kind of like, whoa, hey, I thought he was going to do that, but he actually did that. And then end with something big, something with like a big crescent or a big hook kick or an aerial type trick so that you make like a statement at the end. People tend to remember the end of combos a lot more than they remember what happens in the middle. So generally end with something cool or flashy. Basically just no matter what you're doing, try to finish your combo. Another one you could do is something like tornado, pop 3, back sweep, scoot, macaco. This one has 2 big kicks at the beginning and then ends up going down low to the ground and then smoothly transitioning to an inverted trick. It doesn't end as flashy as the other ones, but because macaco is a really good transition, you could add another trick to the end and macaco could be your power setup for something like a backflip later. The key is to always land the first trick clean. If you land your tornado and you know you popped it out and you can land on both feet, you can immediately bounce straight into your pop 3. So it's almost like a punch 3 if you want to, or you land the left, right, and jump off 2. Either way, you can do that pop 3 and land standing up so that you can spot your target and then immediately squat down for that back sweep. And then you can just smoothly transition into the scoot. And if you land squared up with your back towards your direction of momentum, you can just do your macaco and then you're done with the combo. Other than a few circumstances, you pretty much always want to land your tricks standing up at the end so that you can combo them easier. Another one that is admittedly a little complicated could be a pop shuriken, front sweep, compasso, Sailor Moon, swing hook. This is a really cool looking combo in my opinion and is a little complicated, so it's not necessarily that beginner friendly, even though it's just a bunch of beginner moves put together. You could play with a theme and do the same leg over and over again and then switch to the other leg and do something like touchdown round, backside round, tornado, and then hook to pop 3. So it's round kick or right leg, then vanish right leg, and then left leg, and then big old left leg crescent. So you can just have fun and come up with like combo themes like that. Or like the final combo, you can start with the beginning being big and end with the ending being big, but just be flowy in the middle. So you can do something like a big butterfly kick, cartwheel, scoot, gorilla machine transformer, and then backside 720 at the end. But those are just some random combo ideas. There are endless lists of combos that you can do. And if you want some more ideas, linked in the description is something called Combo Quest that I came up with for Regen, my tricking gathering that I do every year that we couldn't do this year. But it's a list of 100 combos going from super basic and easy all the way up to like triple corks and crazy stuff. The goal for it at the gathering was to see who could do the most combos and like get them on video on the list. A bunch of people worked on it and it was really cool and it was helpful to a lot of people with their combos, but no one ended up actually recording it all. So it wasn't a biggie to me, it was helpful to the community and hopefully it'll be helpful to you. It's just a little Christmas present for you if you want to see it like that. And also if you look at the last one, I think I literally took that from Ethan Turner. So like that's not even something that hasn't been landed. Like that is just a combo he does. But go ahead and download that and use it as reference for some combos. but I hope that helped you learn how to train and how to combo. I know that's kind of a weird mix for a video, but I wanted to round out the end of the week with anything I missed, so I felt like those were the things that were lacking. I really hope this was helpful to you, and I really hope you use the combo quest for yourself. Please tag me in it if you use it on Instagram at zf.tricks. Either way, I filmed these in succession, and it is 3:37 in the morning, so I'm gonna go get some sleep. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you all. Please stay safe and healthy, and I hope you had a great beginner week.